Hey everyone, Marcy Bair and Victor Roscoe, your Bair Financial Planning team. This is our monthly video update for June 2024. We're super excited to kick off Pride. This is the month of love and rainbows. You're going to see rainbows and love everywhere, right? And so with that comes a couple of financial planning topics that we can kind of weave into this conversation. That we're seeing some clients come in, newer clients coming in, that have questions with regards to that they just got married and now they're starting to merge their finances and they want to see what that looks like as a married couple. Or they want to look and see, maybe they're not married yet and want to see, does it financially, how would that impact them? Or if they continue to stay as committed partners but not married. So we help with a lot of those financial calculations to let you know what it looks like for not only now, but long-term for retirement and financial planning. And also what comes with that is taxes, right?
Yep, yeah, the tax implications, right? We don't necessarily want the IRS tax table to determine how you structure your relationship. Not the most romantic of ways, but more spiritual ways. It does impact it. And we've had these questions over the years. We've done this work. That's why it's very important for us to be in contact with your tax team and look at these projections together. Filing single, filing married, filing separately, married filing jointly. If you're married, you're filing married, so you have to kind of pick one of those two from that perspective. But we want to kind of give the foreshadow with that. And being that it's June, it's also one of the months that we make estimated tax payments, right? So June 17th is when you make those estimated tax payments, but they're based on previous year's returns. And
maybe you weren't married last year and now you're married, or you're going to get married this year. Your tax is going to be different for 2024.
Exactly. The estimates you're paying this year are based on previous year's numbers, but are you having current year events that are really going to distort that or make those numbers not applicable for you going forward. So that's one thing we want to make sure we're having the conversation around with you, your tax team, before you start thinking about it. Because now, we're to say the year's halfway over.
It's halfway.
So you don't have many more opportunities to kind of course correct your savings strategy, your taxes, and especially in June where you're not only making estimated payments, but it's also the month of graduations.
It's an expensive month.
Summer camps. And summer vacations, right? There's going to be a big spike in the swipe in this month for sure. So we want to make sure you're on track, and if there's any tax savings that could be had, or you actually need to direct more towards savings and less maybe on the trips, that's one thing we want to make sure we have clarity on and visibility on for you going forward. So there are no big surprises, end of year or when you file it next year. So important things to kind of weave in all this. It always kind of comes back to numbers somehow, some way. But if you have questions, you feel like you had life changes that maybe this year's estimates, last year's data, not in line, let's have the conversation, tag us into the conversation with the tax professional, and let's just make sure you're on track.
Yep. You mentioned graduation, so shout out to all the graduates out there, whether you're kindergartner, like
kinder graduating next week,
right? We have 3 graduations in our family this week. But especially for those of you that have young adults that are going off to college and graduating from high school, we're here for you. If you want to have a little sit down, a little financial 101 with those young adults in your life, we'd be more than happy to chat with them and give them a little guidance. Sometimes it comes off better coming from us than you. So,
like any relationship.
Like any relationship, exactly. So reach out to us. We look forward to seeing everybody. Happy Pride, everyone. Have a great month.
Take care. See you in July.